Sure. I just wanted to open a Mega Evolution pack real quick
Okay. Yeah.
because I picked up some of these and for some reason I saved one. So for Scarlet and Violet, I have one booster pack from every set. And I thought that was a really cool collection, but I don't really like it that much. And I don't think I'm going to do it for Mega.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really a booster pack collector or like sealed collector. I have sealed stuff, obviously, you can see, but it's not really collection stuff. It's stuff I'll probably sell off later or open later, or if I'm ever a big YouTuber, give it away.
Okay.
Maybe a weekly Weedle giveaway eventually. Who knows?
I know you don't know the pack trick for English. I'm going to do one to the
No.
front and hope that's right. We
Yeah, I
have
have no
a
idea.
Fighting Energy, Graphite,
Fi
Graphite,
Graphite.
okay. Not Nosly? Chikorita. I know that one. Mantine. Risky Ruins. Houndstone. Tinkaton. We have a Mirror Reverse Hollow Snover. Do you like these hollows?
They're all right.
Okay.
Yeah, what about you?
I love them. Mirror Reverse Hollow Spiritomb. Whoa, we got an EX. Mega Absol
Absol.
EX.
Emo Absol.
Emo Absol EX. Absol is emo, so what's Mega Absol? Panic at the
I don't know.
Disco?
Does the regular Absol have the hair in front of the one eye?
I would say yes.
Maybe it does. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was fun. Let's get into our trivia.
All right. This is your turn for, I guess, if anybody has not seen, I don't know what episode it was, but a few episodes back, one of our earlier episodes, Oliver quizzed me with 10 questions related to Pokemon, and we said we would do it to him one day. So I made it so you went pretty easy on me, I think. I don't know if I got like 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10.
I think you got 7.
Okay. First question number 1. According to Ken Sugimori, which Pokemon was said to be created first? You have A, Pikachu, B, Clefairy, C, Mew, or D, Rhydon.
D, Rhydon.
Ding, 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 ding. Right. Correct.
That one
was
scared
a softball question. Was it?
Was it a softball question? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I made these a lot harder than you did for me. I think I tried to be not too harsh, but I wanted to give you a bit of a challenge. You are the expert, I would say. So, all right. Second question: in the anime, which Pokemon did Ash catch first? A, Pikachu, B, Caterpie, C, Pidgeotto, or D, Pidgey?
Okay, I mean, he doesn't catch Pikachu, right? To be clear.
Right. Correct.
Okay, then it's Pidgey. Or is it Caterpie?
Ooh.
No, it's Pidgey, right? He doesn't find Caterpie until Viridian Forest, right? I don't know. This one's tricky.
What are you gonna go? I thought it was
Man.
tricky too, but I didn't. I knew the answer. I just had to think about it in a while.
Oh, dude. I'm stressing over this one. Is it Pidgey or Cat? It's one of those things where like you might have like a false memory. Like I can picture both in the first episode.
Yeah.
And I know one of those memories isn't real.
I'll tell you my initial thought, it was wrong, and then I kind of was thinking on it more, and I was like, okay, I figured it out after I thought about it a little while.
I think I'm gonna go with Pidgey. My gut reaction. Oh, it's Caterpie.
Caterpie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, Caterpie is the one I can...
Pidgey was my first instinct, though.
Yeah. Caterpie is the one that I can visualize better. I remember the Pokédex entry.
All right. One for 2. Question number 3. Before it was decided that Pikachu would be Ash's partner Pokemon, which other Pokemon was considered? A, Mr. Mime, B, Clefairy, C, Bulbasaur, or D, Charizard?
B, Clefairy.
Nice. Yes. B. Clefairy is correct.
Weird timeline.
Yeah. All right, number 4. Which of these Pokemon has not spoken human words? I said spoke. Uh, A. Meowth, B. Ghastly, C. Charizard, or D. Pikachu?
This one's insane. Um,
What do you mean? Difficult or just a weird question to ask?
difficult.
Okay.
What the heck? Which one has not spoken human words?
I don't know if I how to phrase it, but you know how Meowth can speak.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we all know Meowth is off the board.
Yeah.
The other three, Ghastly, Charizard, Pikachu. Uh, I feel like it could almost be Pikachu because they might be like protective of Pikachu's likeness and be like really strict. Um, but I can't. I can kind of maybe picture Ghastly like saying like boo or something like that instead of just Ghastly, Ghastly. Holy, yeah, I don't know this one. I'm gonna pick Charizard, I guess.
Ding ding ding
Okay,
ding. You
lucky.
got it.
When
Yeah.
the heck does Ghastly and Pikachu speak
S-
English?
So Ghastly, it's in an episode where there's like a female, like I forget which episode. It's one of the earlier episodes of the anime, and it's like this female like ghost character that he disguises himself as. And then they find out it's a Ghastly, like the Pokedex they pointed at the ghost female character, and it recognizes it as a Ghastly. And then he
Mm,
comes out, and the Ghastly starts talking.
okay.
There's actually a lot of Pokemon that talk. Entei talks in one of the movies through
Oh
the or
yeah.
the unknowns are talking through Entei. Pikachu talks in I forget what movie it is, but at the end when Ash
Oh
saves him,
my
he's like, "I
gosh.
love you" or something. He says, "Remember?"
Detective
And everybody,
Pikachu.
yeah, everybody like well, I don't know if it was Detective Pikachu. It was
No,
like one of
sorry.
the
Yeah, sorry.
"I choose you"
Pikachu
or
says
something.
something like that in the anime?
He
That's
said no,
sweet. I
it was
like
in the
that.
movie, but he's like, "I love you" or something. Ash and everybody like freaked out. I remember back in the day, and they were like, well, "Pikachu's talking. Why is he talking? He shouldn't be talking."
He's
They
just
ruined
voiced by
it.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah. I love you. But yeah, Charizard is one. There's so many Pokemon when I was like researching this question because I was like that'd be a fun one to do, but I wasn't sure of which Pokemon actually talked, and there was quite a few actually.
That's a good question. I like that one.
Yeah. All right, let's see, number 5. What is the official name of this Pokemon card?
I believe it's just Illustrator.
I should have put multiple choice for this.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure it's just Illustrator. But I think like more officially it's Pokemon Illustrator.
Yes, I did a
Okay.
Google Translate on it. It's the Pokemon Illustrator. I did not know this until maybe a couple weeks ago. I heard somebody talking about the card and they said, I own this Pokemon Illustrator in a whatever grade. And I was like, I went to the comments so quick and was like, this is not a Pokemon Illustrator. And then I looked at it in Japanese and I read it. And I was like, oh, it does say Pokemon Illustrator. It doesn't say Pikachu Illustrator anywhere on the card.
No, no, and it's like, yeah, I've always called it Pokemon Illustrator, but I do sometimes say Pikachu Illustrator. I fully believe it's completely interchangeable among like the culture. As
Yeah.
long as you got to be careful sometimes in context because you could say there's a Pokemon Illustrator and it sounds like there's an artist. You know,
Yeah.
when
I think most people probably know it as the Pikachu Illustrator, right?
uh I think so. I think so. I've sort of defaulted to just calling it the Illustrator lately.
Hmm. Call it the ill.
The illest.
The illest. All right. Question number 6. Which of the following is not a fossil type in the Pokemon games? A, the scale fossil. B, old amber. C, claw fossil. Or D, armor fossil.
Damn. So I haven't played anything past Diamond and Pearl. I'm gonna go
Sorry.
with Claw Fossil. Scale
A,
Fossil.
the scale fossil.
Okay.
I'm
Dang it.
sorry. I told you I made it hard.
Hmm.
I couldn't give you the softball questions.
Who
There's actually
is
a lot of fossils.
who's the Claw Fossil?
Good question.
Oh,
I
we're
actually don't
playing
remember.
Uno reverse now, huh?
Yeah, I'm a fraud. Let me see. Oh, it's what's his name? Armaldo or Armado?
Okay.
Yeah, Armaldo.
Okay. Really? I thought that would have been like scale.
Scale fossils, yeah, not a real one.
Wow. Did you come up with that?
Yeah, I just
That
made
was
it
good.
sound
That's good.
close to the other ones. I wanted to make it hard. Which Pokemon content creator mixes this? There's two Pokemon content
That's
creators
Pat and
that
Brian. Get it out.
get it out. I put it in AI
Put
and I
this
was like,
away.
mix these two people up.
Really? They really did a number on his hair. Holy.
That's actually Brian's real hair from the picture, though. Look at, I'll show you right here. I have both pictures at the. Oh wait, this is. I didn't use the picture I used for the AI, but there's a picture of Brian with that hair. He let it grow out so long one time.
Wow.
Um,
COVID maybe?
I did a few. I did Pokerev and Poke Chloe. I did Leonhart and Cool Trainer Ryan. And the Cool Trainer Ryan one and Leonhart was actually pretty funny, but I decided to use this one.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Poke DPM. Brian Flynn. All right. Question number 8. Which Pokemon card was the first to have 3 separate attacks?
Oh, no multiple choice.
No, sorry.
Is it Rocket's Mewtwo?
Dang,
Ooh,
you're so
nice.
good. That was really good. That was quick. That's a good
Um,
one.
yeah, its illustration window is squished a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, that's good. I like Oliver's got to know this one. I thought you would.
I almost said Ho-Oh.
I was gonna do multiple choice and then put Ho-Oh as one of them.
Yeah, Ho-Oh on the brain.
Yeah. All right. Question number 9. 2 more to go. Which Pokemon card is this? It's a close up of a Pokemon card like you did to me that one time or last time when we did this.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is it looks like some sort of a celebration. There's some balloons. I see a Tatsugiri balloon, perhaps, and then in the bottom right, I can see a something that looks like a sushi chef Pikachu on like what looks like an advertisement. So I'm seeing balloons and food and ads, like billboard style.
It's a modern card.
It's a modern card. Um,
2025.
okay. Can I have one hint?
2025.
Is it a
Yeah.
promo?
Yeah, it's a promo.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is. I don't
You don't have
know.
to get the exact name if you can describe the card.
I
If you know
don't.
what it is.
I don't recognize this at all. But just based on the vibe, I'm gonna say it's one of the like Pikachu's from the Pokemon centers, like Shibuya or something.
Yeah, you got it. It's the Fukuoka Pikachu, the one with the Latios and
Okay.
Latias.
Okay.
They're not actually in the card, but yeah. It's just the
Okay.
right side of that card I took a picture of.
Man, that is great. I've never looked that close at that card.
Yeah.
That was
It's got
good.
a lot going on.
That was good.
All right. Last question. I'll give you that one because you kind of knew what it was.
Kind of.
Last question. Which of these arts did Uninori not illustrate?
That Magmar.
I was like, if he doesn't get this, he's over. He's done. Yeah, it's the Magmar. I
Cool.
couldn't find anything better that would have been closer. I was trying to find something that was more close to Uninori's style, but I couldn't in time.
You could have slipped like a Sugimori one in there, maybe.
I thought about doing that, but they're so vastly different with the backgrounds and in the mod. Like you could just tell it's a vintage card on like. I thought it would have
see.
been too easy, but you thought this was way too easy apparently.
Yeah.
All right, so how many did you get? You did pretty good, at least half, right?
I got the Claw one wrong, and I got the Caterpie Pidgey one wrong.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow, so you got like 8 right then.
That
Nice.
Caterpie Pidgey one was dirty. That, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're all pretty correct. I vetted them decently enough with Chat GPT and Google.
That was
Um,
fun. That was fun.
yeah, I wanted to challenge you a bit. I didn't want to make it too easy. I want to know how people did too at home. If you guys played along, let us know how many you got in the comments down below. Did you beat Oliver?
Did you beat me? I don't know. I felt like I'm proud of the Rockets Mewtwo one. I'm thinking that
That's a good one.
that was probably a tough question.
And the Pikachu Illustrator. I like 2 weeks ago. I wouldn't have got that. I didn't really honestly know that it was called the Pokemon Illustrator.
That's crazy.
I deleted
I
that
mean, I
comment
don't.
so quick on that person's thing. I was like, I went to it and then I saw it as soon as I posted it. I was like, this is actually called the Pikachu Illustrator. And then I saw it and I was like, oh no, that's his Pokemon. I was like, delete, delete.
I don't blame you. That's yeah. I think that's pretty common. Yeah. Welcome everyone to this week of the Weekly Wheel. This is episode 14, and it's our first episode of 2026.
Oh, it
Very
is. Happy New
exciting.
Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. And so we're going to go through the news because we actually have a pretty decent amount of news. And then we'll dive into the weekly Weedle Awards at the end of this episode, which is a little more extravagant than it really is. Or it sounds more extravagant, but we did put out a poll a couple weeks ago and we voted on some categories. So we'll go ahead and scroll through that and see what won best card of the year, etc., etc. So, Shug, how'd your week go?
It was super busy work wise. Barely. It was all a blur. I think you did most of the research with like news stuff, so this will be news to me this episode as we go through everything. Um, but yeah, it was good. We did. I don't know if you know Professor Oak on YouTube. He has a Discord where a lot of the people in the hobby are a part of, and for like the last 4 years, he's been doing a Secret Santa thing through the Discord, and you can enter in, and then you just pretty much buy. I think the minimum amount is a $40 slab that you send to your Secret Santa. And I've been doing it this is my second year doing it, but I got my gift in. You kind of give them an idea of like your favorite Pokemon or what you would like, and so I put Dragonite or Pikachu. And Philippe de Sosa, he sent me a couple cards. He sent me this Karuta Pikachu. It's like a kind of much like a Japanese alphabet game for kids to learn their
Oh,
alphabet.
cool.
So yeah, I don't know what year this one's from, but it's really really cool. And then he sent me this Pikachu EX
Ooh.
from I think this, what is it? SV8 is it Surging Sparks? Or is
Oh,
it
yeah.
Prismatic? Is it the
Um,
no? It might be Terastal actually,
oh,
or
wow. Okay.
it's the I'm blanking.
I was gonna say Super Electric Breaker, but
That's what I
it
meant. Yeah, Choden Breaker,
might
Super
be one of
Electric
those other
Breaker.
ones. Yeah. Nice
Yeah,
card.
but yeah, pretty cool. And then he sent me a first ed MetaZoo snowman,
Oh,
the friendly snowman, which is really cool. I have some MetaZoo boxes, but I've never owned like a single MetaZoo raw card, so
right
I
on.
I really like this a lot. Um, yeah, so shout out to him. That was really fun to open. It's something that I've really enjoyed doing these last couple years with that community. And then I picked up another sheet. It's not the not the Chow comic tarot card sheet. This is actually another Karuta sheet from uh 1998.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's kind of probably hard to see because they're a little small, but it's got Pokemon, it's got Mario, it's got
I
Doraemon,
see Kirby.
it's got Power Rangers, it's got Kirby. It has all these different Japanese animes, all on different cards, and it's on one sheet. It's all on they're perforated cards, but yeah, they didn't rip them off. They just kept it like this, and so that came in the mail. I was super excited to get that, so it's on my wall here.
And you mentioned you were gonna actually like cut them up and hand them out on Halloween.
Yeah, no way. Forget about it. That's never gonna happen. I've never even seen them. I've never really looked for them. But I haven't seen a sheet of those anywhere. So yeah, that would be very sad, or very generous of me, but very sad. How was your week? Anything new with you?
Um, no, nothing new. I've been uh, downright obsessed with hollow patterns this week. I know I talked about it last week, but my focus has not shifted. I'm still all about hollow patterns, really trying to put together the definitive guide for the community. And you can look forward to that at the end of this month. But yeah, really, I did get a couple cards in the mail. Um, they're different in hollow patterns. Surprise. There's a couple of like $2 or $3 cards that I was missing some weird variations of. So nothing to report. I think we can jump right into the news. And I think the first thing you wanted to talk about was this Kabuto King and Mr. Beast collaboration. I had not heard of this.
Yeah, I don't have the post up right now on X, but yeah, this Kabuto King, he's got some pull with some people. Logan Paul was bidding on his first ed signed Kabuto King card. I think Logan Paul didn't get it, but it went for like 51,000, and the money went to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for donation. And then he also, think he tagged Mr. Beast, saying that if Mr. Beast signed a Kabuto card, that he would, I think he said, I'll donate 10,000 or 5,000 if you sign one or something. And Mr. B said double it and I'll do it or something. And I think it's also for charity. Like they're gonna auction it off. Um, yeah, he said I have pulled it up just now. He said if Mr. B signs a first ed Kabuto and sends it to me, I will donate 2,500 to whatever charity he chooses. And then Mr. Beast replied with double it and I'll do it, which is
Mm.
super cool to have like your favorite Pokemon card signed. I think by like the biggest YouTuber ever. But I just thought that was cool and something we could just briefly touch on because we talked about Kabuto King in the past. A lot of people were kind of sketchy or like like suspicious about him, thinking that he was just hyping up all these cards to dump them later. But it seems like I've been following him. It seems like he's just collected them. Honestly, he's actually like likes these and wants to collect as many as he can.
I've always been sort of like grateful that Mr. Beast isn't into Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, we
it'd be
we
over.
don't we don't need another Logan Paul. But yeah,
Yeah, he
it's
said he's like a minimalist, and he's like doesn't own a lot of things and
yeah, that's what I've heard about him. I've always been like just sort of like grateful that like, hey, we got Logan Paul and we got some other like wealthy people in the hobby, but we don't have like Bezos or Musk or, like Mr. Beast buying up all of the illustrators or anything. So that's cool.
I know, yeah. That would be me if I had that money.
I know, right? I know that's what I was thinking. Like just whew, better hope I don't get rich because this isn't gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened this week was PTCG Radio put out a video reporting on that McDonald's news that we covered last week. Apparently, according to him and some others, it was traced back to this guy who has a record of spreading disinformation. So I guess he edited a wiki and added this McDonald's rumor. So I'm not
Mm.
saying it's not true. I'm not saying it's fake, but what we said last week about McDonald's coming out with Pokemon cards early this year cannot be confirmed.
Not yet. I think
So
last time I checked earlier this week when you had said something about it, though, Poke Beach still has the post up. And I don't know how many times I've seen Poke Beach wrong. Have you found a time where they post something that's not accurate?
um, yes,
Oh, okay.
plenty of times.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
Oh, I had no idea.
yeah. No, yeah, I not like nothing like egregious, but yeah, they I think any news site that's sort of like cutting edge, the first one to break news gets things wrong a lot, and that's okay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But
Mm.
yeah, that spread fast. I mean, I scrolled my Instagram page and I get all of these different accounts that post like Pokemon news and stuff like that. And they all had the McDonald's information. And I used to run as part of my Sleep No Card Behind blog a few years ago, a news section. And I can tell you, speed is absolutely critical. Like you have to be the first one to publish that post, and you just don't have time to fact check everything. So, with this McDonald's rumor spreading, I don't really blame everyone for making those posts. Like that's just how that industry works. It's too bad that a sort of like disinformation disease is leaking into Pokemon. But yeah, PTCG radio did cover that this guy has they traced the rumor back to this guy, and he has a record of spreading disinformation uh, uh, over a long period of time in a number of different niches and whatnot. So he's just kind of this villain. So I
Yeah.
think the vibe I got is that this probably isn't true. Uh, and going off of that, I think it's actually more likely that we're not going to get McDonald's cards this year.
Yeah, I think we brought up like some other like cases where you could point to things like the Halloween stuff not happening last year, right? They didn't have new Halloween cards, they didn't have new illustration contest cards. Um, so it makes sense with all the other. I thought that was you, that noise. I thought you were just like making a weird meowing noise, clearing your throat or something. Um, yeah, but we've they can't get enough cards out with the regular sets, so maybe it makes sense that they wouldn't be maybe doing that, but I have a feeling they are. Honest, I don't know why.
It probably comes down to how much McDonald's wants to pay them.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I
and you
mean,
like even you said though, like they print. You think you're not sure, but you had like a suspicion that they print the cards somewhere else. So if that's true, they wouldn't be like putting a larger load on their printers that print their regular sets.
yeah, I'm not too sure about that. So I've been acetoning cards this week to dissolve the ink on top, and then you have a full card of just the hollow pattern. And what I found is that on some cards, the acetone will go right through the foil. So it removes the ink. It also removes the hollow layer. It's super, super thin, like
Hmm.
super thin. And then on most other cards, you can just, it's metal. Like it doesn't dissolve the foil layer. The McDonald's cards, that foil layer dissolves right away. They're for sure cheaper. And so I've really been getting a good feel for these. And I already knew the McDonald's cards felt thinner, but man, with that foil layer gone, they are so flimsy. Like they're cheaper cards, 100%. Trick or trade cards did the same thing, but then some mainline cards did this too. I also found that Korean cards did this. So
Hmm.
there's definitely something going on. I don't have enough evidence to deduce any conclusions at this point. But I did notice that some cards that I would expect to be a higher quality are uh, are doing this. So this might be a bit of a stretch, but I think that they likely halted the McDonald's and Trick or Trade production in whatever facility that is, and they're printing some mainline cards there. And that's perhaps why I'm seeing like the lower quality build on some of the newer cards. But that's sorry, I am in hollow pattern mode, and
Your
it's hard
brain.
to get my brain out of it. Moving on, there's this user on Twitter called Pokehex, and I think we actually talked about him a couple
Yeah, we
weeks
brought him
ago.
up where he was talking about like, oh, I can't believe the Charizard is more expensive in Japanese than English.
That's right, that's right. So
Yeah,
I have never like I've literally never been on Twitter, so I wasn't able
don't do
to.
it.
I
It's
wasn't
toxic. It's a wasteland, barren wasteland of just crazy toxicness.
I wasn't able to access the post directly and like engage in the comments or anything, but I saw some screenshots. I guess PokeHex must be a pretty uh large uh creator on Twitter. Is
Yeah.
that the right word? A big voice on Twitter. So he made a post this week saying that like, hey, these what are they called? Regulation marks are going out of rotation. So if you don't know, if you look at the bottom of your Pokemon card, in the bottom left, there is a white square or a white rectangle with a little black letter in it. That's called a regulation mark. So that tells
Mhm.
you which cards are legal for play if you play the TCG. And to keep the game fresh, they rotate these out. Pokehex made this post that said, hey, coming up pretty soon, these regulation marks, but he doesn't say that. He says these sets are going out of rotation. Therefore, they won't be printed. Therefore, you know, make your own conclusions. You want to invest in these sets, you want to buy them up before they go out of print, et cetera, et cetera. And from what I understand, that post really blew up because Pokehex isn't wrong, but he's definitely leading a lot of people down the wrong path here. Like, I don't think he really put enough nuance into this. When a set goes out of rotation, that does not mean it's not being printed anymore. It means that these cards are no longer legal for play.
Yeah, that's ultimately the meaning. I think a lot of people connect it with the fact that Pokemon may, because they're focused on the TCG, because those cards are out of regulation and can't be played with, that they're going to stop printing them, which it's true most of the time, but it's not what it means. Like you said, rotation just means it's out of rotation for play.
Right. It's a factor, but it's not the only factor. Pokemon also print sets for collectability and, to meet demand. Just because it's out of rotation doesn't mean they're going to stop printing it. But if it's out of rotation, I think they're less likely to print it. It's just a factor, it's just a hint. It's not cut and dry, it's not black and white. Since they're going out of rotation, it's not like they're just going to disappear all of a sudden. It's simply a factor to take into consideration. So if you were affected by that post, or if you heard that, or if you think that when cards go out of rotation, that means that you're not going to find them anymore, it's not necessarily true. Look at Pokemon 151. Just last week they had mini tins at my local chapters, which is a bookstore. Um, if I'm not mistaken, those are out of rotation now, are they not?
I don't know if they're out of rotation, but they're either out of rotation, they're getting close. But we've had like several examples of where like the Pokemon company, even when it's like near the rotation date, like 2 or 3 months before it's going to go out of rotation, they release a big amount of product. They reprint it for, like you said, collectability and to meet demand, because the demand was way higher than they expected and there's not enough supply, people not being able to get cards. We saw it with Japanese what was it, Incandescent Arcana, the what's the Giratina set, Lost Abyss. I don't know what it's in English, but I think Lost Abyss in Japanese. And then the what's it called? Paradigm Trigger, the Lugia V alt art set. Those three in Japanese all got printed like unexpectedly right before they were going out of rotation. And then we've seen like the Pokemon company, I think it was early last year, 2025 or late 2024, where we saw them have like Evo Skies packs. And I'm guessing it wasn't a reprint. It was probably just stock that was like forgotten somewhere in the warehouse. But they were just saying, if you like buy so many dollars worth of product, it was like an unannounced thing. Like you just went on the Pokemon Center for like 1 or 2 days and they had Evo Skies packs that were going out. And this was 4 years after the set was, initially released. And honestly, Pokemon can do whatever they want. They could reprint base set if they wanted to. Honestly, I don't think they will, but they could.
Yeah. Okay. So Pokemon 151 may not have been the best example because I'm not sure if that's out of rotation or not. But
Yeah, I'm not sure if it is.
but yeah, we've seen there are other examples. Shining Fates, for example, was printed for years, just because when it came out, we were in like the height of the pandemic, and you had to like run through Walmart to just get a box. Evolutions is another one, but also there's a caveat here. We don't know if these sets got printed outside of the rotation. Pokemon doesn't have like a little site or like a light that's on that says a set's being printed. They could have printed it 3 years ago and they're selling it now. We have no idea. Like there's a lot of people who speak very loudly and confidently about print runs and a second wave and stuff like that. All we know is that the distributor has more product, or the
Mhm.
distributor is getting more product, or has been told that there will be product, or has been told that there's no more product. We don't actually know what's being printed. We don't know waves and runs like that. It's all speculation based on a little bit of evidence. And it's, you know, if you ever played the game Telephone when you're a kid, where you whisper in the next person's ear, it's completely different when it gets to the last kid in the circle. So yeah, to sort of sum that up, just because the set's going out of rotation, like there's so much more here. We don't know if this set's being printed or not. But yeah, if something goes out of rotation, I think it's a little less likely to be printed. If you look at something like Shrouded Fable, um, that set kind of bombed for collectors, but it was good for TCG players. That set introduced Monkey Dory, which is really big in the TCG. That set's kind of in a weird spot. I think because it was big for players and not big for collectors, it was pretty available. It stayed pretty affordable relative to the Poke economy right now. And Shrouded Fable, at least from my point of view, it kind of just like came and went, which is interesting. You know,
Yeah, not too many people talk about it. Not like the other sets.
we did get a new set announced though, Nile Zero. Did you hear about that
Nobody will
one?
be talking about this either.
Yeah,
So
it's
I don't know how it's gonna do. I'm curious because this is Zygarde is not a fan favorite Pokemon, right?
right, and that was a weird. I don't think I did that segue quite well, but this set reminds me a lot of Shrouded Fable, where it was kind of like it didn't feature OG Pokemon. The millennials weren't into Shrouded Fable, and that's what Now Zero is looking like to me.
Yeah, those three. I forget what they're called. Like the Monkey Dory, the Okidogi, and the Pheasantipity. Those were like the poster child of the set for
Hmm.
Shrouded Fable, at least in Japanese. It's Night Wonder in Japanese, and those cards just kind of that box has been cheap. It's probably still cheap. When everybody wasn't able to get other sets for close to MSRP, other sets were going for 2, 3, 4 times MSRP. That set was just like right above MSRP, barely like $4 above MSRP. Um, but yeah, this the set colors it's called Munikisu Zero. I think they changed the name to Nihil Zero for English because of the mega attack name they were saying. But the colors of the pack art look sick.
Yeah, I like the design. Um, that that's a Pokemon that you're showing me right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks is it Digimon? Pokemon?
It does look like a Digimon. Yeah, I don't some cards were revealed, nothing big, just TCG focused playable cards. I don't really play the TCG, so I haven't read through them. We got like a cool like Meowth EX, but it's just an EX. We got nothing bigger than a double rare. Nothing bigger, you know, we no SIRs have been revealed yet or anything like that. So it's kind of just, hey, the set has been announced.
Yeah, I actually won the lottery. So the Pokemon Center here in Japan did the lottery for it to be able to buy it. For those of you who don't know, like we can't just go on the like it's different from the English Pokemon Center where everybody goes and gets in the queue and then is click 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 buy and tries to get their allocation or their purchase in. This in Japan they have like, hey, at this time you could go on the site and you could put in your name for your bid for the lottery and then we'll choose your name and say, hey, um you can get you're able to purchase it. And so I entered on my wife's account, my account, and we got one of the boxes, and then there's like this ancillary product for the set too, which has a couple packs, and I don't know if they're promos or in it or what, but yeah, so we'll see. I don't know when the set releases here. I think it's later this month maybe.
Yeah, I think you guys might even get it before we get Ascended Heroes.
Oh, that's funny.
Maybe. Don't quote me on that. I might cut that out.
Yeah,
That might be wrong.
no, I think that's happened though before almost,
Hmm.
probably I wouldn't doubt it.
But I think the biggest news this week is probably the golden auction. Hey,
uh Did it start already? This you're talking about the golden auction, the Pokemon
Yeah,
Illustrator?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you not scrolled through
Oh
this
no, I
auction?
have. Yeah, so I've seen people posting I haven't scrolled through the auction yet, but I've seen people posting like the bids on the Pikachu Illustrator. Last I saw it was like at 1 million.
Mm.
But that was a few days ago, I think.
I suppose we could check
Ooh.
it, but yeah, it's a absolutely massive lot of cards. And I've seen a lot of people say that like, "Oh, this is kind of disappointing. There's nothing like really big in here." And I'm like, "What are you talking
Yeah, what do
about?
you
Like
this
there's
is the biggest.
yeah, this is crazy to me. Like we got Black Lotuses, we have first edition Charizards, we have Disco Hollows, trophy cards, we have like the Illustrator, we got sealed boxes, stuff I've never seen before. We have a creatures deck.
Yeah,
What
like
are
so
people
there's the prices
expecting?
right here. The Pikachu Illustrator or the Pokemon Illustrator is 2.1 million already with 25 bids and 39 days left. Uh that's kind of crazy.
Wow.
That's that it's already at 2.1 million with over a month left. The first ed Charizard is 320,000.
Well, this one's a Logan Paul first edition Charizard.
Oh, is this
It
Logan
says
Paul's?
Logan
Oh, no
Paul on the
way.
label. Yep.
Dude, he's selling everything, I guess.
I just want to rub it all over
Oh,
my
the
belly.
Blastoise as well. What?
Yeah, so he's got the Logan Paul break trio up.
Oh, wow. And yeah, okay. So I didn't even know that he was auctioning off more cards. And then I wonder if this is his first ed box. It doesn't say. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I'm not sure, but yes, we have a sealed first edition booster box. We got lots of trophy cards. Like I said, a creatures deck, which is
See ya.
a big deal. There's uncut sheets. We got a Black Lotus. There's three Tamamushi or University Magikarps. There's two Trophy Kangs. It's a crazy lot.
Yeah, that's wild. A case of first ed Team Rocket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. Yeah, there's the Unicarps, the Trophy King. That's so cool. Yeah,
We
this is a
have
big this is a huge auction. I don't know what people are talking about. This is not disappointing.
if you get to I think it's the third page here, there's one, two, three, four more base set booster boxes. There's some jungle, there's some fossil, base
Oh
set
wow, yeah.
two, Neo, Rocket. Like there's something for everyone here. There's multiple
Except
first
for
edition
me, because I can't
Charizards.
afford it.
There's no rarity Charizards.
Oh man, I
There's
need to go to
Poncho
the lowest
Pikachus.
listed. This is way out of my price range.
Yeah, no kidding. There is something in this auction that I will be watching very closely. There's something in this auction I think I'm gonna bid on, which
Ooh,
sucks. You know, when an auction has this much publicity, I don't want to be interested in anything, hopefully, but there is something that really caught my interest. That's um
this is cool. The Techno Topsun Techno Foil,
yeah,
or not Topsun, Tops Chrome
that's
Techno
crazy.
Foil Charizard.
Yeah, I that's more rare, I think, than most people realize.
Yeah, those are wild. I don't know if I'll ever own one, but I would love to.
If you want to jump to page 7 for me.
Yeah. Um, where are we at? Are you gonna show everybody what you're gonna bid on? You shouldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, I'll show people what I want to bid
You
on.
shouldn't do that. Man, come on. Why do I have to do this? Why can't I just? All right, 7. Ooh, a tag Misaki Gengar web series. That's cool. Ooh.
Oh, that might be Jesse Pangs actually.
Oh,
I,
really? Oh, yeah. I mean,
I believe it is actually. I've seen him hold this card before. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely his. It is pop 1 as well.
does it say right here?
No, 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 no. Go
Okay.
up to I'll edit this and make this easier to listen to. A little further up. There it is.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I just totally skipped over that.
Yeah, so for listeners, My favorite card is this Ho-Oh from Neo Revelation by Kamiya Masago, and in this slot there is a signed PSA 10 copy.
This is from the Dubsy collection too. That's
I
cool.
know, I know. No, that's not cool. I think that's
I mean, not
bad.
for you.
I think that's bad for me.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, no, this is I've never seen this card signed before. So that's cool. It's in gold ink, which is amazing, and it's a PSA. Sorry, it's PSA 9, but the auto is a 10. Um,
Yeah, I don't know if Kamiya Masago does anything with Pokemon anymore.
no,
I'm pretty
no,
sure he's like on his own type of manga thing he's doing with somebody else.
yeah, he only ever illustrated like 9 cards or something like that. It's not very much. But yeah, this is my favorite card of all time. I've never seen it signed by the original artist before. It's currently at 600 US dollars.
Got a
And
long way to go,
I
buddy.
want it. I want this a lot. If it goes for like, and I'm not afraid of saying this publicly. I don't think anyone's going to jump on and outbid me. If they do, then they want it more, and that's okay. Um, but yeah, I think if it goes for like a couple $1,000s, I'm gonna buy this. If it
Nice.
if it goes for like $10,000, I'm out. That's too
No, it's
much.
definitely like a grail though. If you're a Ho-Oh collector, it's your favorite Ho-Oh, it's your favorite card, ever. And
Hmm.
it's signed by the guy that drew it originally, and they don't do a lot of autos. You said you've never seen an auto on this card for I mean, yeah. Not saying
To
he
be
hasn't,
fair,
but
I've also never looked.
yeah, but not saying he hasn't, but it just like you've seen Arita autos, even if you don't look. You've seen people like that
Sure.
regularly sign. Arita signs everything, but this is like a rare signature. It's really cool. If I was like a Ho collector, yeah, this is something I would want
Yeah, it
for
looks
sure.
awesome. I'm totally into this. Little upset that it's part of this auction and not just listed on eBay. But hey, I'll watch it. I'll see what I can do about this. I have been saving up for Charizard, and this might just delay that by a lot, but that's okay.
We could start a GoFundMe for you.
Okay. So that's the golden auction. Yeah, I mean, if you jump on golden.co, you'll find it. Like you can scroll through this for an hour or more. There's some really cool stuff on here. What do you think the illustrator's going to go for? Have you had any time to think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I said last episode or 2 episodes ago when we first started talking about it, I think it's going to be 6 million. And I think that might be low now. Um,
I'm getting the same feeling.
I'm I'm thinking 8, 7, maybe.
I'm thinking
It's
the
not going to
same
go
thing.
above 10. It's not going to go for more than 10. I could see 8 or 9 maybe.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I see some of the people bidding on this. There's some deep pockets in this hobby right now, and since we're post COVID, a lot of wealthy people got a lot richer during COVID. Bitcoin recently basically doubled in value. There's a lot of people whose wealth has grown exponentially since the last time this card was sold. And there's a lot more people in Pokemon right now. We're at an all-time high. It
A lot of
really
businesses
only
in Pokemon.
yeah,
Like, I don't even know if I know you said you don't think it's going to be like an investment firm or anything, but I, I, I think
but
it's
it could be.
going to be. Yeah.
It only
It's
takes a couple of very rich people to skyrocket the
yeah,
value of
literally
this.
two.
Hmm.
Yeah. It takes two people that really want it and just
Hmm.
want to, I can't say what I want to say, but yeah, just show who has the bigger wallet pretty much. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's I don't think it's worth what it's going to go for, honestly. I think it's more of a just like a ego kind of whoever is buying it is it's for the clout, it's for the visibility. It's going to be if it's a business, it's an advertisement piece, it's a marketing tool. Um, you know, Coca-Cola owns the Pikachu Illustrator. I'm not saying Coca-Cola is going to buy it. They're definitely not. But for an example, a company could say they own the Pikachu Illustrator.
What if they I would love if Pokemon crashed this. Like they just printed a new illustrator. Do you think they would
That would
ever
be
do that?
wild.
Not like, flood the market with more copies or anything like that, but if they reprinted like a 30th anniversary, like same way they did with Celebrations, they reprinted, base set and Shiny Magikarp and Umbreon and stuff like that. Do you think they would ever touch that idea?
I honestly, I don't know. I could see it maybe happen. I wouldn't put it past it not like it could happen. I mean, Magic's done it with their cards. Even the cards they've said they're not going to reprint, they ended up reprinting as 30th anniversary or whatever it was. And Pokemon, I don't think has ever said they won't reprint these cards. So they very well could do like a 30th anniversary Pikachu Illustrator full art. Not saying they will, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Maybe I would actually. Never mind. I probably would be.
I could see them doing something like a 30th anniversary, like not it would be cheeky, it would be tangentially related, but they could do something like an
Alt art.
artist card or something. Something was just like a nod or a wink to the illustrator. Maybe
Mm.
30th anniversary, maybe Atsuko Nishida's retirement or, something big like that.
Like when Mitsuhiro Arita, he did the redid the base set Charizard. What
Stormfront.
yeah, he did that Stormfront Charizard and it was like a reimagined base set Charizard art. They could do something maybe like that.
Yeah, maybe like that. They did, however, announce a 30th anniversary logo for both Japan and internationally. Did you
Yeah.
see those?
I did. I saw the little like 10-second video they did.
Yeah, it was super cute. I saw little chubby Sugimori Pikachu in there, and then he very quickly lost all the weight. And then it's a pretty cool logo.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it because I don't have the um, yeah, I'm not going to be able to pull it up.
I'll throw
But
it
yeah,
up.
yeah, they go through like they have all the different Pikachu iterations of how he like changed from the Chunkachu to like the next, and it just went on to the modern one. Uh,
Yeah, it looks good. I like the Japanese logo a lot better. I've made that chunky Pikachu
oh,
my
that's so
phone
cool.
wallpaper. um, But yeah, the international logo, it's the same as the 20th and the 25th. It's just that Pikachu head with the 3 and the 0 on the cheeks.
Yeah, we're in it. We're in 2026, the 30th year of Pokemon.
Yeah, this is it. So, I don't know. I'm kind of like, some people are hating on the logo, not the Japanese one. I think, like, unanimously, we all love the Japanese one. But the international one,
Is that the one with the cheeks that are just the
yeah,
same
yeah,
it's
yeah.
been like every year? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Where they put the
It's,
numbers in the cheeks.
yeah. I mean, I appreciate the consistency. I do like the idea that I can have a 20th, 25th, and 30th card lined up beside each other, and I can see that progression in the logo. But at the same time, I also want to refresh, and the Japanese one's way nicer. Like, why can't we have that?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of new, but that one with the red cheeks being the numbers of the year that it is, I think that's probably like the best logo they could do, honestly. Like when we first saw that happen, was it the 20th anniversary they did it first?
Yeah.
I think that was like, oh, that's super cool idea. And like you said, people are just kind of like used to it now, but that was like I think a really good design idea they did for that.
Yeah, it's good design. Obviously, some people are getting tired of it, but yeah, like I said, I appreciate the consistency. It's a good minimalistic logo.
Yeah, it works.
It works. To wrap up the news section, well, how about this? Let's quickly mention this error gold bat. Gold bat,
Yeah.
not gold bat. I started calling it gold bat when I was an adult.
Yeah, it's like yeah, those words that you say forever and then you find out you're saying it wrong.
Like human
Somebody
being.
yeah.
But that's what
A
people
human
say.
being.
People say human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this dark gold bat, it's an error card, so it should be green, but it's blue. And that's just an ink error. So it has additional cyan, I think.
Yeah, I have it pulled up here.
Is that
I don't
right?
know if it says, but it's either, I think it's missing from
Oh, it might be
what's his,
missing
it's missing the yellow
the
link,
yellow, yeah.
yellow ink layer, to make it like more green. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't want to dive into this one too deep, but yeah, it's a dark Golbat from Rocket. It's unlimited. It's graded a PSA 8, and it's missing the yellow layer of ink, so it looks blue. Cool card. I'm into it, but it's sold for 25,000 USD, and that's confirmed paid on eBay. This is the most expensive error card sold to date.
I was just gonna say McLaren in the Discord was saying he's the expert, the resident error card expert in your Discord, and he was saying this is the most expensive error card ever, which is
But
like a huge
publicly,
deal.
we should say.
Oh yeah, publicly for sure.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
there.
what the heck is going on here?
I think it's cool. I think error cards are like a niche sector of the hobby that are kind of undervalued, underappreciated maybe for what they are, because it adds that level of chase and exclusivity that you don't get with set cards all the time. There's especially with base set and those early sets that were released. There was so much of it printed, and so for somebody that has extra money or wants that extra chase to differentiate their collection, it's really cool. I haven't really collected errors. I stumbled upon an error Mewtwo that was missing some ink a long time ago, and then I didn't realize it until I bought it, but I bought it for like 300 yen, like $1.80, and then I was able to sell it for like $80 later. But yeah, I've always like kind of been curious about error cards and interested in them, and I like people that are really into them. And McLaren, he knows everything about them. He's like a really good resource to ask about those things.
But I mean, there's probably 100 other errors I would have over this. I like, is this a tax thing? Like, what the heck? I don't understand why it's sold for this much.
I think it's the only one, or the only known copy. He was
That's
saying
that's
maybe.
typical with errors, though. I mean, there's plenty of
Yeah, I guess right.
yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Mm.
McLaren even said like this came out of nowhere, and this is
Mm.
was like a hold up moment in the error community. Like,
Oh, okay.
um, I'm not trying to be suspicious, but I'm a little suspicious. Like, what the heck? Why'd someone spend 25 grand on that?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll look into it. Maybe we'll get an update in a future episode.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Last thing we wanted to talk about was the London pop-up is returning. So, if you don't know what this is, yeah, in the UK, they had these little Pokemon pop-up shops on the street. I'm not sure if it's going to operate the same, but last time you were able to visit this pop-up, and you would basically send a little letter in the mail, a little kit to a friend, and that kit would include the Pikachu and Eevee English cards from Pokemon 151 with the Pokemon Together stamp in the illustration window. So this was announced earlier this week. Everyone was very excited about what the promo card could be. And then just yesterday, the promo card was announced. It is a pretty awesome Pikachu at the museum, where you can see Pikachu in the lower left third of the illustration window, and then there's um, he's in like a dinosaur museum, so you can see like a Aerodactyl, um, what's that called?
Skeleton.
Skeleton. I
Yeah.
was like, what? A collection of bones?
Yeah. The
um,
white things in your body.
But very quickly, people got upset to find out that this is a jumbo card.
Dude, jumbo card on my bingo card. It's going to get pumped.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yes. I didn't think I was
Dang.
going to get this one.
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
have a good feeling now. That was such just a wild throw out there on the bingo card, and now I might actually be able to mark it off.
I think Gen Z would say Jumbo Gang rise up for this. I'm a jumbo collector, and yeah, I need this. I love this
Yeah, it's a
card.
really cool card. I like the art on it.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It's a jumbo. I think if it's a non-hollow, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I
Like, I'd
agree.
be down for that. This card doesn't need to be hollow, you know?
No, and we've seen cards like the Van Gogh not be hollow, and that's kind of on the same vibe. Van Gogh Museum, Natural History Museum,
What? Is the Van Gogh card not hollow?
the gray felt hat Pikachu.
Yeah.
No, it's not hollow at all.
Oh, man. I thought it was. I've seen one in person too. Huh.
Really?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
that thing. I mean, that's kind of the same vibe, right? Van Gogh Museum, and then this is the Natural History Museum.
I suppose so. Don't say that out loud though.
Why,
we
why
we don't
not?
want we don't want people to hear that.
But do you get this at the museum?
No, so this will be available at the pop-up. Like I said, I don't know if this is gonna be probably it being a jumbo, I don't know if they're gonna like mail these out. Maybe it'll just be, you show up and you get one. I should
And
mention
hopefully
though,
not,
last
because
time
that's what happened with the Van Gogh one. And remember, like people were flying into was it Switzerland where they
Amsterdam
did
at,
it?
at the Van Gogh
Amsterdam?
Museum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
no, no, no.
And it was just a mess and people were yeah, it was a whole thing over there. So if they do the same thing, it's kind of on them for that because they've seen what happens.
I did hear a while back that the Pokemon like fossil museum was coming to the US. Uh
Mm.
and so with the last pop-up, those Pokemon Together promos, they were available elsewhere after. So they had the pop-up in London. People freaked out, obviously. They're trying to get they're trying to get these promos. And then they were released uh in North America on the Pokemon Center website. So this promo was, it wasn't like super available, but lots of people had more than one opportunity to get that promo. I think they're going to do the same thing with this. So, don't, if you really want this card, I would wager that this isn't your only opportunity at getting one. They're probably going to be uh, trickled out over the next few months, a couple different methods to acquire these.
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll do it a little bit. You're gonna pick one up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll put one in my jumbo binder.
Nice.
Should we move on to listener questions?
Yeah, we're doing that before the awards.
Ooh, I forgot about the weekly Weedle Awards.
we got
Let's do that. We'll do
we got
questions
time for the
last.
award. Okay, questions or awards first.
hmm hmm
Okay, let's hit these up really quick.
Thank you everyone for voting.
106 votes on the first one. Wow.
106. All right. And yeah, so I asked people to go to our page and then you could vote on them all, but I know a lot of people just voted as they came up in the algorithm. So we're going to have different amounts of votes here. But yeah, 106 on this question. Best card of the year.
Yeah, best card of the year. We had Mega Charizard EX SAR from Phantasmal. Is that what you guys call it in English?
Yeah, at
Okay.
45%.
Yeah, 45% beat out the Rockets Mewtwo from Destin Rivals, beat out the Umbreon EX from Prismatic, and beat out the Meowth. The Meowth was pretty close, I think. I looked like a couple days ago, and they were pretty neck and neck.
Yeah, I checked shortly after these went up and Meowth was in the lead initially. But yeah, it looks
Oh,
like
really?
Mega Charizard EX won with 45% of the votes.
Yeah, I think I could have called that one. I'd have been surprised if
Yeah.
if something else beat it out.
I thought Rocket's Mewtwo EX was going to be a lot higher, but 7% in last place is interesting to me.
My wife, she actually voted last night, and that's the one she voted for.
Interesting.
She's this part of that 7%. Yeah, next category, best expansion set. We have, wow, surprising, Black Bolt and White Flare, 37% of the vote.
This is what I expected.
Really?
hmm
I did not. I would thought Destin Rivals, Mega Dream, or Prismatic all would have beat it. The way people talk about Black Bolt and White Flare,
Yeah, it gets some it gets some shade from Gen 1ers, but in all illustration rare set, like what was it, 100, 150 or 140 illustration rares plus SIRs? Like, come on, it's incredible.
yeah, I voted for it. I liked it. I thought it was a great set. And Son of a Merc, shout out to him. He just made a video talking about Like there's so much lore in that set. I've never played the black and white games, but him and iFomo and a couple other people have kind of educated me on the lore inside of those card arts, and I didn't realize like the N at the Ferris wheel, that SAR. I had no idea what that Ferris wheel was. I thought it was random, but then they like explained it to me, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And then they're just talking about other cards and how much storytelling there is within them, and I thought that was like one of the reasons I liked picked it over the other ones.
Hmm. That only got 67 votes though, and Destined Rivals was not far behind.
You say only 67. I'm so used to my channel and how much interaction I get with this. I don't do polls, but I'm like 67. Wow.
Oh no, don't say it. Don't say it. Let's go. Let's move on. Don't say it. Best or most overhyped card. Don't do it. Most
Most
overhyped card.
overhyped card.
So options were Burger Chew, Kabuto, Booger Mew, and Gengar, and they actually won in that order. Burger Chew at 60%, Kabuto at 23%, Booger Mew at 15%, and Gengar. That's Gengar from the Chinese one with the Pikachu at only 2%.
I was the vote on Gengar. I was the single vote. It was
Were you
200 votes.
really?
Yeah.
You think that's more overhyped than Burger Chew, Kabuto, or Booger Mew?
I thought it was no, not more than Burger Chew. I think Burger Chew is an obvious choice, and that's why I picked between the other three. I think it beats out the Booger Mew and Kabuto though, because that card sold for so much money, and Chinese cards have never been expensive. I mean, there's been certain like promos that are exclusive to China that are like thousands of dollars, but generally, like Chinese cards have never been. And I think this is the first year in Pokemon we've seen Chinese cards have some kind of global view, and people like actually talking about them outside of China in a positive way, not a negative way, honestly.
I voted for Kabuto on this one.
Why?
I like Burger Chew. I think the art's incredible. I love that card. It's overhyped, yeah, but the Kabuto art, come on, dude. Like, what is that?
It's classic.
Like Burger Chew, it's a good looking card. Gengar's looks phenomenal. I love the artwork. Booger Mew's very cute. Kabuto is just, I mean, don't get me wrong. Kabutops is in probably my like top 10 Gen 1 Pokemon. I love them, but yeah, the card is nothing special.
Yeah.
And how many votes did this one have? 198. So yeah, this is that's pretty decent. That's a lot of votes. I mean, Burger Chew wins this one by a landslide.
Yeah, that's a lot of votes. Next one we had best content creator, 59 votes. We had Coop, Deep Pocket Monster, Goated Pools, which I don't know if anybody knows but me. He's a pretty big creator. Pokelu 502 and Deep Pocket Monster won by a landslide, 64%.
Yeah, I was expecting Coop to win.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I guess Deep Pocket Monster kind of owns the hobby right now. So I guess it makes sense, but I just Coop gets a lot of love, because his content's really based on like positivity and like giving and just being generally a nice person. So I see a lot of people reciprocating that. So I was expecting more votes for Coop, but I guess it makes sense that Pat would just sweep.
Yeah. Quality of the content, I'd say Deep Pocket Monster. Coop, he doesn't really put too much into his like content quality. It's just his personality that I think people are more attracted to than anything in the things he does for like the hobby. But Deep Pocket Monster is like an exciting, watch, and it's got, it's cinema, it's Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah. Best scalper fight. Only
Best scalper
only
fight.
48 votes on this. I had some fun with this. Instead of actually linking the videos, because it just didn't really work very well for the poll, I took a screenshot and gave them some names. So the options were Lion King Death Scene, but Costco. This was just a big mob getting trampled over blooming waters. And then Game Stab, which someone actually got stabbed at a GameStop. I kind of regret putting this in here and making fun of it. That's really serious. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
downplay that at all. I was like, I came back to this and I was like, man, that was kind of insensitive.
Yeah, that was my
Um,
fault. I'm the one who I think put it in there. And I thought about it after too. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have highlighted that.
yeah, and unsurprisingly, it got the least amount of votes,
Yeah.
which is good. Next one was This Kid Gets Rocked, where I don't really know what the context was, but this kid got like shaken
You could
up
see it
pretty
in the
hard
picture.
by a grown man. It's funny though, the way he grabs him is kind of like palms on his cheeks. I really thought he was just gonna get a big smooch on the lips, but then he shakes him, and I heard you're not supposed to shake the baby. And then the last one is elbow to the chin. So I don't know. I saw this one. This one blew up where
So that's a classic. That was like one of the
yeah,
first, I feel
yeah.
like.
This was a Blooming Waters situation where someone elbowed a guy, like he thrust
He's
his
like,
elbow back and
yeah.
hit a guy in the chin, which is super ironic because if you look at the photo of the guy who threw that elbow, he has no chin at all.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's hard to look at, to be honest.
That's funny.
Anyways, Lion King death scene won with a
Yeah,
with a
half the vote.
pretty big lead.
Yeah. Next, I like this category. I'm surprised by the result, or I'm surprised by the
Ooh.
results. Most underrated card. We got 130 votes. We had Dweeble, I believe, from is it black and white sets that came
Yep,
out?
yep.
The Charmeleon, the Uninori Charmeleon, Articuno. I forget what set that's from, but a lot of people like
Journey.
this card. Journey. Oh, okay, yeah. It's the one where it's just like on the ice background, the full art. Uh, AR or IR in English. And then we had the Shinji Kanda Sandshrew common and the Articuno one with 37% of the vote. It was really close to Dweeble. Dweeble was 35%. And that's who I actually wanted to win. I thought the Dweeble art was so cool.
Yeah, I think I voted for I voted for Charmeleon, but otherwise I would have chosen Articuno. But all of these are great cards.
Is it Dweeble or Dwebble?
I believe it's Dwebble.
You just let me say Dweeble the whole time. Oh man, yeah, it's such. I think the storytelling of that card is really cool, and just him like on the beach looking at his reflection in that glass that washed up on the shore, and then the art style is just really really cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one for sure.
But I know a
Um,
lot of people like that Articuno. A lot of people talked about that when they came out.
yeah, I picked up that Articuno in Japanese for I think like $6, and it's
Nice.
phenomenal. It's a beautiful card.
I don't own it, so I haven't seen it in person. I do own the Dwebble though.
Mm.
All right, next category. I think this might be second to last.
Yeah, this one's biggest news of 2025. So with 63 votes, the options were the fake prototype cards, which yes, we know it was kind of a 2024 thing, CT scanning booster packs, PSA acquiring Beckett, and the Pokevault chargeback scam. And PSA buying Beckett won by 51%. So a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is, I'd argue that the fake prototypes was kind of bigger news, but I think there's a
I thought so.
recency bias here.
Yeah, we've talked about it too on our podcast. We've talked about PSA in like almost every episode too. So I could see why the vote went that way, maybe. But I voted. I think the fake prototype cards, like I agree with you, is more of a just kind of a crazier thing that happened. I could see like a documentary being made about it. Honestly. Last, I think it's the most active audience member. We had four nominees were Platypus, Braden Groom, Inept Card Collector, and LeChonk-A-Mania.
And I'd like to say I did not vote on this to remove any favoritism. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
With only 31 votes, Platypus cleaned it up by a lot.
I did vote for this, and I voted for Inept.
Yeah, between Braden, Inept, and Lechonk, it was very close.
Yeah,
Basically the same amount. But yeah, Platypus sweeped up this category for sure.
yeah, that was fun. I liked that we did that. It was a good idea.
Yeah, that was fun. I think maybe we'll be a little more extravagant with it next year.
Dude, we should wear suits. I was thinking like
Oh
tuxes,
yeah.
the award show status.
I'll probably just like green screen mine on or something. I'll just wear I'll buy like a green shirt and then
Yeah.
put the tux on that way.
Or a t-shirt tuxedo, like just printed on, the tuxedo printed on.
There you go. Or we could dress up like trainers or Pokemon
Oh
or
yeah, that'd be
Weedles.
fun. Costumes. I love costumes.
All right, let's get these listener questions.
All right. So first one, we have, I don't know if it was directly a question to be answered on the next episode, but Cody Wydock, I don't know, Cody Doc, said the SVEX hollows look so bland and cheap, and you're telling me they put extra work in to make them look that way with powder coating. And this is in reference to our discussion about them last episode. I think you were still doing research or started doing research on hollows, maybe, and that's how we got into that conversation.
Yeah, I was going down the hollow foil rabbit hole. And yeah, Cody, I don't think this was necessarily a question like addressed for the next episode, but I wanted to answer this because I was wrong. It is not a powder coating. I read somewhere that it was. I looked into it further. It's not. That's ridiculous. I don't understand why um, someone thought it was powder coating, including myself. Basically, what happens is some cards get a second hollow layer put on. So we have the aluminum sheet that can have a textured embossed onto it, and that is how foil patterns are made. There's no actual color in them. It's very small textures that bounce the light back, and we see different wavelengths. That's why when you manipulate the card, you can see the whole spectrum of colors in there. And then that roller can go over the face of the card too. So we have the foil layer in the back, and then the ink is applied, and then not necessarily foil is put on top, but that texture is rolled on top.
Like a laminate almost, or no?
Almost, not quite. It's it's embossed basically
Okay.
on like a nanometer scale.
Hmm.
But yeah, not powder coating. I wanted to clear up that um, accidental misinformation that I spread.
Just the same as Pokehex.
But but yeah, that being said, yeah, they put extra work into it. Sorry, I don't really
Yeah.
like it either.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't know. I know you said powder coating last time, and I had no. I just kind of believed because I have nothing to go on. I'm like, sure, powder coating.
Yeah, I made the
Sounds good to
same
me.
mistake.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is from Son of a Merc. It says, if you could have a booster box from any era, what would it be? No base set, one or its variants. For me, I think it's easy. I mean, for TCG sets, I would say Skyridge, hands down.
Yeah, that was my initial choice as
It's
well.
kind of like a boring. I mean, it's the set's not boring, but it's kind of like almost an obvious, I guess, boring answer. It's a
Other
great
than
set.
that, I would probably say Call of Legends for me.
That's a good
Just
one.
it was massively underprinted. I've never seen a Call of Legends box. I'd love to own something that rare. Out of like modern sets, what would you pick? Or mid-era to modern,
Um,
let's say.
Probably like mid era, maybe some black and white, like first full arts, or if we go even like more modern, some sun and moon sets, and then even more modern, probably just some Eevee heroes, evolving skies.
I think I would choose Destined Rivals.
Do you not have any? I guess it's expensive, right? It's hard to get now in
Yeah,
English.
and also I don't really want it that bad. I just really like the branding of Destined Rivals. The like the big red rocket R, the Giovanni and the Mewtwo. I was really I am really into that design. I think it looks really cool. I think the ETBs looked great. The booster packs look awesome. Yeah, just for like display purposes, I would go with that.
Not the initial rocket set, the first Team Rocket.
I mean, yeah, obviously I'm gonna
Yeah,
pick that,
I guess
but
for modern, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the question. I like those kinds of questions. We've had a few of those on that theme, and those are fun, always fun to answer. All right, last question. This is I don't know if Braden knows this, but there's like a text limit in these boxes, so I broke it up into 4 parts because it just wouldn't fit all in one. Um, so yeah, Braden Groom asked, "This is a Sandy Shocks is the ancient form of magneton and clearly has 4 legs. At some point since this ancient lineage, magneton learned to levitate, but the magnet-like limbs clearly shrunk. I can't talk right now. Shrunk as they no longer provided biologically advantageous or proved biologically advantageous. It is fair to say magneton actually has 4 legs, even if they aren't biologically used. Or is it? That's a question. Much like the modern human doesn't truly need an appendix or wisdom teeth. There's actually a lot of parts you don't need, Braden. You don't need legs either. Also, with this in mind, how many legs does Magnemite have? I kind of slaughtered that question. But I guess he's asking, does Magneton have legs still? Because Sandy Shocks had legs, but they just shrunk.
Well, it looks like Magneton evolved to not need legs.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I don't know what happened, but it went from legs to levitating.
Well, it looks like like Sandy Shocks just looks like the magnets that were on 2 of the little Magnetons, like eyeballs, like whatever they're called, were longer as when they was Sandy
Yeah, yeah,
Shocks, and
yeah.
then when he became Magneton, they shrunk to be all the same size, and he's floating.
Yeah.
So are they still legs? Are they just shrunken legs?
I would say no, they're not legs anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
they went away through um uh what's it called? Evolution.
Evolution?
Survival of
Yeah.
the fittest.
I mean, they're not fully away though, right? I don't know. They're still there. I don't know, I kind of feel like they would still be considered legs. I don't know, because they initially designed Magneton and those definitely were not legs, right?
Definitely not.
Yeah. If you're thinking it from the perspective of like the creators of Pokemon, then no. But if you're thinking about in these like the universe of Pokemon, then maybe.
There are some animals, like there's some fish with legs. But they evolve to have legs for different purposes. Or there's like a tripod fish as these like 3 really long what looks like legs on them, and it'll like stand on the bottom of the ocean.
What?
And
That's wild.
that's what this makes me think of, where it's like um it looks like it's a false appendage, kind of like what we talked about with uh Caterpie, how some animals will have like false legs where it's not actually I don't know exactly what it
Yeah.
is that makes a leg, a hip, a knee, and an ankle, perhaps. But when we look at Sandy Shocks here, it's just a long thing. Like it's I don't know if it is a leg. I don't know if Sandy Shocks or Magneton has legs. This looks like a false appendage.
Yeah. I was to answer the last question. Also, with this in mind, how many legs does Magnemite have? So if Magneton say he has 4 legs, I guess these are just shrunken legs. These 2 on the bottom. How many legs does Magnemite have?
No, they don't have legs.
Okay,
They're floating.
no legs, 0 legs.
Floating things don't have legs.
Okay. Well, we this is kind of like the Jinx question too last week or a couple weeks ago.
Jinx doesn't have a foot, or wait, Jinx doesn't have a footprint in the Pokedex. Is that right?
I don't remember. It's it's all blur. These legs, the legs are blending together.
Does Sandy Shocks have a footprint in the
I think so.
Pokedex? You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a footprint without having legs, so.
Can you?
Do you think
Sounds like you
Braden
just made that
watches
up.
this discussion, or do you think he just puts a
No,
question
he's
in and
definitely.
then
Oh man, I would be so mad. I would be so upset. Sandy Shocks, what do we say? Footprint? Oh, what am I looking at?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, bro, joking.
Oh man, this is if this isn't proof, I don't know what is. I don't want to scroll down. I'm scared to scroll. Here we I guess we could edit it. Yeah, this is interesting that these came up. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I think this episode's over.
I think this episode's cooked. Final answer, neither have legs. I think Sandy Shocks has false limbs.
Final answer.
That's my final answer. What do you
We're
say?
sticking to it. I don't know. I think he walks on them though, like Sandy Shocks in like the anime probably, and that's why he's asking. I mean, he's definitely standing on them, but I know you said like the fish have like false legs that they make it look like they're standing on them.
Sounds like you agree with me. Thank you everyone for listening to the weekly Weedle this year. And sorry, last year and this year. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.